Morning. This is Nita and Miss Panda with the Timepiece Garden. Say it's 11 o'clock and it's 34 degrees outside. We're 2 degrees above freezing. Alright, so this is the walkway I cleared yesterday. And you can see on the left side of it, there's even dry spots. Again, I know the concrete back here is not level. The original owner didn't make it level. So as long as I keep the ice cleared off, does that make sense? You can see where it'll not freeze because it stands above and dries, so I can actually walk down and never have to worry about hitting ice. Now, having said that, you can see the right side is either still frozen or has got water running on it now since we're, again, above freezing and it's thawing again. Now, this will all melt off, which is, again, why I chip the ice that way, so it will run off like it's supposed to. Yay! Driveway. Not yet. Say, hey, run into the mirror on the Jeep. Some spots you can see where it looks color changey right there. That's where there's water under the ice. I got the same thing on the driveway. Excuse me. You can see it there. That circle, that's water under the ice. That's where the water is melted and started puddling on the driveway. No, what's on top is still ice. And then if you look farther down where you can see the piece of road kind of down there in between the trees, again, that's kind of right. Where's my finger? There's my finger. So, kind of follow you go tree, telephone pole, tree, and then telephone pole. That telephone pole, you can see a little bit of the road. It's still ice. You can see I still got ice there. That's part of my road. That's still ice. So I'm hoping, because we're supposed to get up to like 45 today, that this afternoon, sometime after lunch, I don't know, 1, 2 o'clock, it will be warm enough where I will have a lot more water and a lot less ice. And that way I can try and drive it today. I just have to be careful because on the north side of my up and down slopes, I don't think it's going to melt. We're on the south side or south facing slopes. It might. You know, I've done this before. I do it with the snow all the time. You know, it takes a couple of days before I can drive. I don't know if today will be the day. It might be. It might not be. But I know once I break the ice, it will melt faster. You know, this driveway is the perfect example of that. But this up here doesn't get broke till I drive it. But being that I live on the hill, I don't need to slide off the side of the hill. So we'll see. Either way, I'll take you along. You know, we'll go do tubs or, you know, something else. I don't know. Sit in the house, watch a movie. We'll do something. The fun things to look at. You'd be like, look, you got a big old patch there that's melted. It's because that's the septic drain system. That's where the septic runs off to. So that's in the house warm water and other things that keep that ground area just a little warm. And there's no ice. Where if you look here, there's lots of ice. This all gets the same amount of sun as that. Life is awesome. All right. This Panda's hanging out. Mama's going to go back in the house. 34 is warm, but not warm enough. All right. Talk to y'all later. Panda, Mama's going to go in the house. It's 1:30. It's 39 degrees outside. Panda is up the hill because that's what she does. We're going to check on the tubs in the hoop tunnel and then talk about whether or not I'm going to go test my driveway. So, I love this. Open the door and the first thing you see is that all the tubs are completely thawed. Again, I need to get a thermostat out here. It is much warmer standing here in the tunnel, again, in the sunshine. Does that make sense? And it's even, how do I say it? Humid? Does that make sense? From where all the ice is melted there. Tubs are all completely liquid again. Still got a little bit of ice, but I mean, it's rolling off now. It's like, yeah. Don't want to do that too much. It gets me wet. Alrighty. So, Hoop Tunnel's nice, it's warm. Maybe I'll go get the plant some plant after all. I figured 40 might be too cold, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. I don't know. Thought processes is. So if you look like right there, you see nothing but grass. If you look over there, you'll still see a lot of ice. The whole walk over here to the Hoop Tunnel was like that. Sorry. I'm trying to get the tunnel closed. Hang on just a second. Some places I still have a lot of ice. Some places have cleared. We'll get up and talk about the roadway in a second. I might not be driving today. I might still be just a little too icy. So, talk to you in a minute. Alrighty. So, I got overcast. So even though I were 40, I didn't get as much melt as I was hoping for. So what I'm gonna try and do, switch hands here real quick so I can point, is I'm gonna try and drive, there you go, to about there. That's where Inu is. That is the lowest portion from my driveway, and then I'm gonna try and back up here to where I actually park. If that is slicker than ice or excessively muddy, then I will never make it up my corner of the hill here up and around. It's just not gonna happen. And then from there, where's my finger? There it is. Way over there, does that make sense? Where you can barely see where the piece of my road is. You can see a little bit of dirt. I still see ice, but I can also see some dirt there. So that might be a little more clearer. The hard part is that my driveway almost runs north-south. So while the south side slopes will be really clear, the north side, like this one, or some finger, like that one right there, is not clear at all. I mean, I think that's still a lot of ice. So, like I said, I'm gonna just drive this little portion right through here, kind of test the driveway. Might be as far as I go today, because even walking, this is the lower half of my loop, I still have a lot of ice. And you get back there by the workshop and it's still solid ice. So, like I said, I'm gonna drive a little, put it in 4-wheel drive, test it. That way, for whatever reason, I get down into what would be the dip right there and cannot get back up to the driveway, I'm not walking, you know, a mile from the mailbox. So, talk to you in a few. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. Really muddy, really slushy. I don't know if you just saw Panda slide. It's still just really crazy, slushy, icy. Saying this is a great test spot. I know it doesn't look right now. I'm not even going to walk down any farther just because of the slushiness. But right there, does that make sense? Tires actually started to dig in because it was just so slushy. So then I went down to the lowest point, and then came back, didn't go that far, made it back, you know, but I'm not trying to dig up my driveway. I'm not trying to dig up ruts. I'm not trying to get stuck. And it's just still really slushy, really bad slushy. So I'll wait again. I'll wait another day. I don't have to go to the mailbox. I don't know if you're watching Panda. She'll run and she'll slide. She thinks it's fun. She's like, look, Mom, I can slide. The other reason why I'm going to wait, this is not the steepest portion of my driveway, coming or going. So if I'm slushy and sliding here, you know, and making ruts, there's no reason for me to go any farther. So me and Panda are home. We're going to stay home. And I'll talk to y'all later.